Hello students, I am Muhammad Asim. In last lecture, we did some more laws of indices. Law number 8, we did rational indices, and we did question number 5 and 6, which hold rational indices type questions. So after law number 8, today we are going to start same exercise 4B book 3 7 edition, but this time we have to apply some more laws, like law number 10. What is law number 10? We will see in question number 8. So first have a look question number 7. Question number 7 is very easy. Simplify each of the following, expressing your answer in index form. Index means power form, exponent form. See this part A, index 4, radicand A. So how to convert this in index form? By applying law number 8, rational indices. What is this? If index n and radicand A, we can convert this into a to the power n, 1 upon n. Similarly, we can convert this a. If we remove this radical sign, we will convert this 4 into 1 upon 4. So a to the power 1 upon 4 is the answer. That's it. Very easy. Very easy if you know the law of indices. If you don't know the law, if you don't know which law is applicable, so it will be very difficult to you. Part B. Here b square with radical sign and index 3. So convert this 3 into 1 upon 3. This b square remains b square. Apply third law. What is third law? If you see power to the power, it is always multiply. So this is power 2, this is power 1 upon 3. If you multiply 2 by 1 upon 3, you will get 2 ones are 2, 2 upon 3. So b to the power 2 upon 3 is the answer. That's it. C part C, index 5, radicand C, whole power 4. First apply this law, then this C 5 becomes C whole power 1 upon 5, and already power 4 is given. So power to the power is always multiply 1 upon 5 into 4, 4 ones are 4, 4 upon 5. So this is our answer. C part D, 1 upon radicand D, index 6. So convert this 6 into 1 upon 6 and move D power 1 upon 6 to become numerator. It will change the sign of the exponent. 1 upon 6 become D to the power minus 1 upon 6. Which power we apply? Which rule we apply? We apply law number 2. If we move denominator to numerator or numerator to denominator, sign will be changed. So this is our final answer. Come to part E, 1 upon e power 4 with index 8. It becomes 1 upon e power 4. If you remove the radical sign, it will become 1 upon 8. Power to the power is always multiply. 4 ones are 4. It will become 4 into 1 upon 8. So 4 ones are 4. If you cancel 4 ones are 4, 4 to the 8. It will become e 1 upon e to the power 1 upon 2. Move e power 1 upon 2 to become numerator. You will get e power minus 1 upon 2. This is our final answer. Come to the last part, F. Part F is 1 upon radicand 5 with index 3 and whole power 5. So first move 1 upon F. What is this? 3. So this 3 becomes 1 upon 3 and the whole power 5 remains same. 1 upon 3 into 5, it becomes 5 upon 3. Move 5 upon 3 to become a numerator. It will convert it to F power 5 upon 3 to F power minus 5 upon 3. So this is your last answer. So we have done question number 7. These are very easy, isn't it? Of course, these are very easy if we know the laws of indices. Now we are going to start next question, question number 8 of exercise 4B. Solve each of the following equation. What is the meaning of solve? Meaning of solve means to find the value of variable. Solve means we have to find the value of variable. See part A. 11 to the power A is equals to 1331. Now, for this type of question, we need another law of indices. What is the law? Law number 10. If we have A to the power n is equals to B to the power n, if we have different bases but the power is same and the middle sign is equals to, A to the power n is equals to B to the power n, if we see different bases but same power including middle sign is equals to, then for this expression we can write A is equals to B, power is finished. Or if you see same basis but different power and the middle sign is equals to, then we can vanish basis and we can write n is equals to m. I hope you understand how to apply this law. See this question, 11 to the power A is equals to 1331. Which is the variable in this case? Solve means to find the value of the variable. What is variable? A. So it means we need to find the value of A. How to find the value of A? This is 11 to the power A and this is 1331. So what is the power of 11 which gives 1331? You can check. 11 to the power 3 give 1331. 11 11s are 121. 121 11s are 1331. You can check from the calculator if you need. Otherwise, without calculator we can solve. So 11 to the power A is equals to 1331 becomes 11 to the power 3. So which law hold? See this, A to the power n is equals to A to the power m. If the bases are same, which middle sign is equal, then powers must be equal. So middle sign is equal and bases are same. Both the bases are 11. Therefore, powers must be equal. So A is equals to 3 is your final answer. I hope you understand. Come to part B. 2 to the power B is equals to 1 upon 128. Obviously, we have to find a number. Whose power becomes 128. So try to convert 2 to the power something because we need 2. Here we need 11. That's why we convert 1331 to 11 to the power 3. Here because left hand side is 2 to the power B, so we need 2 to the power something to become 128. And 2 to the power 7 is equals to 128. Why? 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32, 32 to the 64 and 64 to the 128. So 128 becomes 2 to the power 7. Apply this law number 2. Move this 2 to the power 7 to denominator, numerator. It becomes 2 to the power minus 7. Now apply this law. If we have bases are same and middle sign is equal, then power must be equal. Here both the bases is 2, middle sign equal, then power is also equal. So B is equals to minus 7 is the answer. Come to the part C. 9 to the power C is equals to 243. Now in this case, there is no number whose power is, there is no 9 to the power something is 243. Means 9 square is equals to 81. 9 power 3. 9 power 3 is what? 81. 81 into 9. 81 into 9 is 729. So 9 to the power 3 is 729. So there is no power of 9 which give 243. So for this kind of case, we convert both the number into same basis. How? 9 becomes 3 square, C remains C. 243 becomes 3 to the power 5. Power to the power is always multiplied. 2 into C, 2C is equals to 3 to the power 5. So for this kind of question, if we can't convert the given number into 9, so we convert both the numbers into a number which is same in both sides. So if bases are same, middle sign are equal, then power are equal. 2c is equals to 5, c is equals to this 2 is multiply over here, this should divide on this side. So c is equals to 5.2, this is our answer. Come to part D. 10 to the power d is equals to 0.01. We have to find the value of the variable. Here variable is d. How to find the value of d? It's very easy. 10 to the power d is equals to, first convert this 0.01 into simple fraction. This is decimal form and we want to write this 0.01 into simple fraction form. How to write? It's very easy. Multiply by 0.01 by 100 and divide by 100. 0.01 multiplied by 100 is 1 and 1 upon 100. That's why I wrote 0.01 is 1 upon 100. Now this 0.01 becomes 1 upon 100. So 10 power d is equals to 1 upon 100 means 10 square, because 10 square is 10 tens are 100. And now apply second law of indices. A to the power m divided by a to the power n is equals to a to the power minus n. Move this denominator 10 to become a numerator. The sign will be changed to minus 2. So 10 minus 2. And this 10 to the power d, 10 to the power minus 2, apply this law. If bases are same and the middle sign is equal, then power should be equal. Here bases are same, which is 10, middle sign is equal, then power should be equal. So d is equals to minus 2. So the value of d is minus 2 is the answer. Hope you understand this kind of question. We have done today question number 7 and question number 8, all parts. But student, you just don't see my lecture, you just copy down all the steps and do yourself as well. Because if you do practice more and more and more, you will become a very good student. And if you do practice, you can get full marks in maths. Maths is a subject, only subject in this world where you can get full marks. So in next class we will continue exercise 4b, because some more questions of indices in question number 9 of exercise 4b. So never miss next class. We will do question number 9 and 10 of exercise 4b. And remember all these laws of indices. These laws are very important. And after exercise 4b, we will continue past papers. We will do past papers exam, past papers of indices. Okay students, see you in next class. Allah Hafiz.